self-humility. Self-humility is the one put the shield up and allow you to protect your heart in the moment. When you have to make drastic decision on spot and respond and relate to the moment. Self-humility allow you to accept the moment, everything that's in that moment, not to let you rush the event around you, observe that moment, and you will not feel intimidated by the moment because you have self-humility. You're not embarrassed by the moment. You're not trying to fit in by the moment. You just accept the moment and make a right decision. You know what I'm saying? The fortitude of your mind and the protection of your heart, good decision come out of that. Having that type of attribute and you embracing that attribute and scrapping that attribute at that moment. When you have your head diligently high and ready to face and the opposition of the moment is not in your favor, you still, by you having a disposition in that moment, by you having that self-humility in that moment and fortitude at the same time, and you know the meaning of those type of attributes that you have, you able to, the talent that you know you have inside, you able to represent yourself in that moment the right way, not allowing that moment to destroy you. And you know how to respond to that moment. You know how to give a good pitch, a good conversation. You know how to explain yourself. Direct, firm, straight to the point. Because you have self-knowledge, you have self-humility. Allow you to be humble and allow you to see that moment as it is, not being hasty, not misstepping because the moment of whoever in that moment that you have to, that your expression is called to represent yourself to that moment and the people in that moment. You know, that's how you protect your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's a learned behavior, a learned attribute, a learned expression that it's a self-knowledge that you came to know within yourself and you study yourself. That comes from experience. This is hidden inside you. This is hidden inside you that you got to search yourself. This is on your table. This type of knowledge right here. This comes from experience. It's not something just right off real. You can know this. This something you have to learn by experience how to protect your heart, because naturally the compassion, you have compassion in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? This involved in your empathy. You have every attribute in your empathy. But you is naive in your empathy until you break your empathy. You have the ill will, you have love until somebody hurt you. When somebody hurt you, that's when you is awakened from that thing that you expressed to another person. That when you get hurt, that's when a lot of people put it down and trying to change themselves and be nonchalant because they don't like that. But they misunderstand their empathy. They didn't break their empathy to represent themselves to that person or people or situation or the event around you that they come into. And they have to handle what's around them. This is around me. You know what I'm saying? When I come into a situation, me observing my situation, and anything that approach me or type me or whatever, I have to handle that in that moment because I came into the event around me. So I have experience with my talents. So when I express whatever I express to people, it's experience come behind what I'm expressing to whoever I'm expressing it to. It's not naiveness, because you may see my kindness in there, you may see some character in there, you may see me embracing you, you may see the optimism in my expression. But at the same time, if you in disposition and opposition against me, and you feel disposition toward me by me expressing that way, not to connect with me, and decide to connive me and be pessimistic towards me because I'm showing a good candidate demeanor to you. That don't mean I'm naive. See, when you provoke me to embrace some more of my attributes out of me, well, I try to stay away from, not to exercise those attributes, because I know it's pessimism in those attributes. And if I'm offended in some kind of way, I know how to control the attributes that I got to set aside over there. When it rolls up, I know how to control it to a certain point, because I know it's consequences that if I embrace the wrong attribute, if I do not protect my heart and allow that attribute to come out of me, that attribute gonna take me to some places that I really don't want to go, that I know I'm familiar of. I don't want to go there. I know that attribute there gonna take me there. So I'm gonna protect my heart from the attribute not to rise up in me. That don't mean I don't have that because how you act. I don't have to act like and be conniving because that's what you chose to challenge me by. I don't have to act that way. That don't mean I don't have that. So I consider that as purest ignorance for me to be arose in anger because of how somebody decided to choose to try to play me or do me or treat me in a manner because they figured that I don't supposed to have those type of demeanors or whatever. So I'm acting this way. This is learned experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that you have learned that. But over the years of experience, I learned how to protect my heart. And I know certain attributes that arose in me, that don't mean I'm supposed to embrace it to you because I don't have nothing to prove to you. It's been a different thing that I didn't have that sense of mind or self-humility to know that I don't have anything to prove to you. If I didn't have that self-humility in me, I would have been trying to prove myself to you. And that's where the anger and all that kind of pessimism come out of me by me not protecting my heart. I protect my heart because those demeanors not going to take me some places where consequences got to be thrown on me. Either if I dominate the situation or either you dominate me in the situation. I protect my heart and make the right decision because of thinking beforehand where that demeanor gonna take me. See, it's character, experience, how you protect your heart. And that's the five topic of the day, protecting my heart. Go to my YouTube, hit the like button. Go to my Facebook wall, that's a True Nature. Support the book. I'm gonna keep bringing the five topics. This book awareness. Enjoy.